Yeah, perfect. Yeah, hey guys, welcome to this live stream. So I don't know why or how 2,500 people actually like my um content, but surprisingly they do. Unfortunately, schools. I'm trying to educate myself, so I got all my books and stuff in the back. But yeah, I got a few topics I want to cover today, and with that, I'll wait for a few minutes for people to join. Actually, you know what? I'll start now, so if people want to join, they can. But basically, anyone who joins into this chat via live stream, they can they can donate. I think YouTube should allow donation for me. I can't really check that, but until I actually start the thing, but hopefully I can. Basically, all the money I collect, I have a friend who inspired me to help. I'm going to be letting her choose a charity that she thinks does good work. And I'm going to be donating all the money you guys donate to that charity of her choice. Yeah, basically, today I got a bit of a stand-up bit. I got a video that I wanted to react to. And I also have a quick thing I want to say. And then anyone who wants to join the chat can join the chat. Yeah, so basically, I was for my stand-up, I was watching Kitchen Nightmares the other day. I was looking for ideas, and my God, there's this one episode right in the start. I don't know, first of all, I don't know why these people invite Gordon in the first place. They'll have my guy Gordon come in, and everything's perfect, and yeah, everything's perfect. They don't need any help, and then when Gordon walks in and shows them a moldy lemon, but raw beef sitting on top of cooked beef, we're like, oh, it's perfect, fresh frozen. Now I'm like, yeah, if everything's perfect, why don't you make money? Well, there's this one particular episode that caught my attention. So this little shit has been cooking for 38 years. Somehow, he manages to clean his restaurant every week, but his grease tray, which is literally the edge of the grill, not only has the grease fell into it and is a finger thick, deep, but it has solidified, meaning it probably hasn't been cleaned since the beginning of his career. This guy's like, I cleaned it yesterday. And then he also has the balls to serve Gordon Ramsay moldy pesto. And it's not moldy at the bottom. There's at least half a centimeter layer of mold on that bottle, on the top. And this guy knowingly takes the ladle, scrapes it aside, takes the moldy pesto, and puts it on Gordon's dish. Gordon has the balls, the respect to put it in his mouth and taste it. So what's actually funny about this guy is, later when Gordon cooks a meal for him, a special that's supposed to be on the menu, this guy's like, oh, I already know what striped bass tastes like, so I'm not going to eat it. I'm like, how thick do you have to be to what most people don't understand is, I've been to Gordon Ramsay restaurant. His Gordon Ramsay burger, you can't walk out of there without spending $50 on a person. First of all, the quality is the best quality I can think of. Even at his lowest end restaurant, a Gordon Ramsay burger, it's probably the best thing I've eaten yet. So that's how, and people who know me and know how much I eat food, come that saying that it's the best restaurant out there is high praise. And this guy, and then like the price as well, like in his regular restaurants, like a tasting menu is like what, 400 pounds or 400 pounds or something like that. This guy gets a free meal cooked by that man, which would normally like drill holes into your wallet. This little shit comes in, is like, I already know what striped bass tastes like. I'm not gonna eat the dish. Yeah, well, like, I can't really make fun of him. The guy died recently. I gotta stop making fun of him. He already knew what all food tasted like, so he later died of starvation. Um, but yeah, like, it's really sad to have people like that lost. But yeah, there's actually this link there. With that, there's also another thing I want to react to. Um, yeah, so let me just share my screen. So yeah, so this is the episode I wanted to show. Basically, I don't care whether the audio is on or not. So basically, this is in the latest UFC fight. This guy, he's in the middle of the fight, and he's like, "Dude, I call it. The fight was brutal." He's like, "Dude, call it. I don't think I can handle it." And his corner is telling him to continue to fight. Yeah, one thing is, this isn't tennis, all right? You're getting bashed in the head. Like, the, if you take too many unnecessarily blows to the head, you're gonna be a walking CTE, like, embodiment. Like, you don't want too many the best way to put this is telling a guy who broke who broke his leg to continue running the race. If an athlete in that sport who's at the level of fighting in the UFC says he's gonna quit, then he's got to stop. There's something wrong. No coach, no corner, no referee has the right to make him fight against his will. Yeah, obviously he's serious. Like, he's getting patched up. If he doesn't want to take hits, he doesn't take it. Yeah, that he is a champion. He's in the UFC. God damn it. But like, when a guy at this level says he's stopping, yeah, good call, ref. Dude, I want to take this guy and smash his head against the wall. Good sportsmanship right there. Yeah, in a combat sport, in a combat sport, yeah, there's like pain from exercising and all that stuff. That's when like you can push a little, but when you're getting smacked in the head, and at the strength that these guys have, you don't want to sit there and get your head bashed in. Like, why would you want to? Those repeated concut, like you want this guy to like go in there like half blind with like an eyelid swollen and everything. Like, yeah, so true. Dude, the guy and like what it's sad is like what this guy like 20 years old, 25 years old. If he listened to his corner every time and went into the fight, constantly getting his head bashed in, you gotta be like time he's 35, he's not gonna remember how to tie his shoes. Like there are stories like Chris Benoit, by the time he was 40, this guy had like the brain of an 80-year-old because of all the impacts to his head. In MMA, it's a lot worse, right? If he listened to his corner in that moment, it would have been life altering. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not tennis. It's not golf. Like if like the difference between the MMA and Thai, like let's say you two sports, badminton and MMA. Obviously, injuries exist in both. But like if you get injured in badminton, the whole point of badminton is not for you to injure the other player. It's a strategic sport, and like obviously, yeah, you're gonna sprain your elbow or something like in the middle of a match, or like in a sudden movement, you might like tear your hamstring. But they're extremely rare, and the main point of MMA is to get the shit kicked at you. You're gonna get injured every fight. And the whole purpose of the sport is to get injured. It's not like another sport where injuries are bound to happen, but like they're not a part of the game. They're not willingly doing that. So it's like, and if you want to stop getting injured, it's your choice to stop getting injured. You're not a coward for that. You're smart. I'm not saying quit every time, but you got to choose your battles properly. Do you want to muscle it now for this? What is it like? The guy's probably making loads of money. Does he really want to quit for like a $10,000 dropout when he's going to risk head damage in the future? No. Yeah, yeah. The people who call him a coward, go in there and spend 30 seconds in there. If you come, the guy will rip your limbs off and put them in your pocket. Don't sit here and call that guy a coward. He was picking his battles. He felt that even if he kills it in the next round, which obviously isn't going to happen because he was a human punching bag, this ain't a Rocky movie. The second round, the third round, even if he kills it, like in Rocky, he's still not going to win by points. He's still not going to win. So he's not going to risk taking that head damage anymore. He'll still get the payout for tapping out, but it's his choice, and it's strategic. Why? If the up in the first half of a soccer game, the other team's up 5 points. You know you're already tired. You know you're not going to score 5 points in the thing. They're probably going to score two. You're going to score two. So you can probably forfeit and just play for fun. But like you're obviously going to forfeiting at that time. You're not a coward. Same thing here. Yeah, yeah. And what most people don't understand is he took it with 5 days' notice in the middle of a pandemic. He walked into that ring without too much practice for it. Like the reason why every fighting style is different. If I go up against a wrestler, I'm gonna spend who's been wrestling for 10 years. I'm not gonna walk in there like Conor McGregor hot balls. I gotta practice wrestling for a few months so I can get to a level where if he does take me down, I can defend myself. Whereas this guy took the fight in 5 days, walked in there, managed to last 2 rounds, but knew it was done. He knew he couldn't risk the head damage. So what he does, it's up to him. It's his decision. But without doing that, you can't call him names. You can't walk this. You can't. If I was to tell you you're fighting a UFC level fighter and you have 5 days notice, you're not going to walk in and fight him. You don't have the balls. This guy had the balls. And after the second round, he knew when to quit. He knew where to draw the line. He knew his boundary. So I give him props. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm telling you now, if you think that went to like, if you want to make fun of that kid, I'm not even telling you to fight him. Fight me and try last a minute. And if you can, then go to him. Then you can talk shit. But most people that make fun of him walk out, walk through the back, walk to a Mercury Tracer that's parked next to the dumpster and start trashing this guy. Like, and they're saying they're huge pot bellies. Probably haven't. The only thing they sprint to is the washroom after to wash out the Twinkies from their face. They have no. They don't understand the level of fierceness it takes, and they also don't have the maturity to know when it's time to quit. Like everyone's like, okay, you gotta have a determination and all that. But let's say you're if you want to earn $1 and you have the ambition to earn that, are you really going to spend $2 to earn that $1? Yeah, So you can spend 75 cents. You can be willing to spend 99 cents. But if you're going to get that 1 cent profit, it's still worth the risk. But is spending $2 worth it to earn $1? No. You cannot take risks when you're at a loss. This kid took a risk when it was even. Yeah, it was tough. He was betting 99 cents to earn $1. But the moment he knew the cost turned into $2 for $1, he quit. He drew the line. He knew that. So that's great maturity. And I also want to bring in the topic of MMA. I want to do a quick discussion about why my interest is there for combat sports. Um, Combat sports are really important in my opinion because once you start, because the thing with martial art is it's learning the power of or the value of work or a resource. If you can sit here and start, and if you don't know how a punch feels, you can sit here being like, oh, I'll punch this guy, I'll punch that guy, I'll kick this guy, I'll kick that guy. But with martial art, you know the effect of your arm, you know the effect of your certain move and your anger. So learning it for the sake of learning it improves discipline and self-control quite a bit because you know what you can do if you lose control. And then in martial arts, there's always going to be a bigger guy than you. There's always going to be a tougher guy than you. And you're going to get beat up. So you know not to underestimate your opponent. It brings you humility. Like everyone's like, oh, UFC, they talk trash and stuff. But like if you ever walk into an MMA gym, some of the nice, there's obviously going to be crazies everywhere, but there two BJJ guys are going to choke each other near death in a ring, but the moment they step outside the ring, they're going to hug it like they're brothers. Yeah, so like, and that's the discipline that martial art gives you. You're gonna, you know that the choking is only for exercise. You know that the rolling is only for exercise. You also know that you roll against someone who's unexperienced, you can nearly kill. So yeah, it brings a lot of self-control and all that. Unfortunately, I didn't get I didn't get any viewers actually on the live, which is quite sad, but DM me if you found this specific thing interesting, and I will send you a PayPal link where you can transfer some donation. If you like my content, I'm not going to say a certain amount. It's up to you. 1 cent, 5 cents, $5, $10. And if you donate it, I will see to it that it gets sent to a charity. I will not be taking any percentage of that. All of it will go. So far, so my Insta is NSinka, or Nick Sinka. You can message me on my Insta, and I'll make sure it reaches the right place. Take care, guys, and stay fit.